that one's recording. And then we'll do video. Now this one's recording. All right, we're good. Okay, so I'm going to be teaching you today a couple new patterns that will go for the middle of our words that have to do with our long A sound, okay? So I've already taught you A, because you do this every day and you're so good at it. A says what? What two things?
A or A.
Bingo. So we know that A can say A. It can say its name. We already learned that. And we know another way A can say its name is who. We love to get her finger pointing.
Mama E.
Mama E will make her vowels say their name. So you already know these two, okay? But we know vowels. Vowels are tricky. And they don't just have one thing. They can do lots of different things. So there's actually two new ways I'm going to teach you today that A can say A, okay? And it's when it's paired up with other letters, making it what we call a vowel team, okay? So the first one, now this little poster is a couple different ones, but we're going to be looking at the AI right there, okay? And this is a vowel team AI, and I'll write it up here. And with vowel teams, just like all these other ones on here, when two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. So that's why you can see in this little picture, this A has the microphone. He's shouting his name, A.
Yeah, it's because the A and the R are together.
Good.
And it only makes the first sounding because the thing you just said, the
Two vowels go walking.
two vowels go walking, the first one
Awesome.
starts talking.
Yeah, I love that. And it's sort of like a line leader, who's ever in the front's in charge, right? So that's another way, and that's one of the patterns we're going to look at today. And then I have this card, okay? And the next one we're going to look at is AY. And if you look at their picture, they have sunglasses on. They got their thumbs up, okay? Because I like to say that they're cool dudes. They're like, hey, what's going on? Right? So they are cool dudes. They got the fun voice and everything. I want you to try. Come on, use your coolest voice. I know you can put on a show. Hey. Awesome, you're cool. Okay, so AY, their cool sunglasses, their thumbs up, it can also say A. All right, and that's the two that we're going to really work on today, AI and AY. All right? But you know the sound that they make because we've already really learned that, and they make that long A sound. Okay? So what I'm going to do now is we're going to go through a couple different words, and we're going to sort of make these connections, like how can we start here and do almost a word chain, all right? So what I'm going to do is we're going to start with the A. We're going to start with AI. Okay? AI, that pattern, that vowel team, you're almost always going to find that in the middle of a word. Okay, so you might have a beginning sound and an ending sound, but that one likes to go in the middle of words. That's where you're going to see it the most often. Okay, if you hear A at the end of a word, like pray, okay, that's going to be that AI, or AY, excuse me. AY likes to be at the end of words. All right, not all the time, but most of the time you're going to find AY at the end. So let's start with AI, okay, and I'm going to start with the word, and then we're going to see if we can sort of build from there. Okay, that uses AI in it. So I'm gonna put, let's do this word. So beginning sound is F. F says, we know AI says A. O. Fail. Good. Okay. Now I'm gonna keep going with AI. But I'm going to change some things up a little bit. Now I'm going to put still the L, but F R. So now what do we have? We have A O. Let's good. Say frail. Very good. Frail means like someone's sort of weak. My grandma, she wouldn't mind me saying this. She's pretty old now. She's pretty frail. She's really skinny, and if she were to fall, she could probably get pretty hurt. She's frail. See that? And that happens when people get older. All right, now, oops, I used the wrong color, but that's okay. Now I'm going to get rid of the FR.
It looks like a smiley face.
Keeping that AI, but now I'm going to change the ending sound. And now what sound do we have? We have a
Faith.
faith. Good. So see how we just spelled 3 different words, all with the same middle sound, but we sort of change sometimes the beginning or sometimes the end to make a new word. Okay. So, whoa.
It's falling everywhere.
I know, but it hasn't missed us yet, I don't think so. Okay. All right. I'm going to have you go to your desk real quick and grab your whiteboard marker and eraser because I want you to do some work while I get the next one set up, okay? I know, it's nice and quiet.
For once.
All right, so now we're going to switch to the AY. And I told you that AY most of the time is where?
I'm at the end.
Good. Because I just think this is funny. There's one word that came to my mind where AY is not at the end of the word, and it has to do with me. You think you know what I'm talking about? The AY is in the middle of this word. It's my name.
Taylor.
How funny is that? That was the only one, Taylor, that I could think of where AY was in the middle. And that's only because it's my name, okay? But most of the time, the words that you're going to be reading, okay, AY is going to be at the end of
The only
words.
words that rhyme with your name, they have like Taylor, Ayler, they aren't real words.
Good. They're nonsense words. Exactly. So you can write your AY like sort of towards the end because we're going to write things more in the beginning. Okay. So I'm going to start with adding a beginning sound. Okay. What is that word?
Say.
Good. We hear s, a, say. So now we're going to start to make this chain. That AY, don't erase that. Keep that there. So we had say, but now I'm going to add another letter to it. Good. Now we have st, a. What if I add another beginning sound?
Stray.
Good.
A stray animal.
Good, just like a stray animal, like a stray cat. We don't want that. Okay. Now, this is my last one. I'm going to switch up. It's not going to be ST anymore. It's going to be SPR. That word is
Spray.
spray. Good. I've talked to you about this before, and I'm going to say it until I'm blue in the face. If we can remember patterns like this, look at how many words we just read, sounded out, eventually we'll write, all because we know one pattern. Okay, so if you can know this, you can make lots of different words. So see if you can make your own word with the AY sound. And it's okay even if it's a nonsense word. What beginning sound could you put? Oh, you use these in the cafeteria. There you go. That's a word. What word is that?
Bay.
Bay. Good. Awesome. All right, so you can erase that now. So now I'm going to give you some words. Okay. All the words I'm going to give you start with, we're just going to do the AI at the beginning. Okay. So every word that I give you to try to tap out and sound out is just going to be A. It's going to have the AI. All right. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First word is train. Bingo. Don't erase that. That's great. Next word is grain. Good. What do you notice about train and grain?
They rhyme.
They rhyme. Awesome. That's why I said don't erase it. Now you can erase those two.
I almost raised my hand.
That's funny. You do not have to raise your hand right now. All right. We'll do a couple more of the AIs. Let's try trail. Good. Now, I wanted to do trail because A loves to be with L, okay? And sometimes that like ale, it really blends really close together. So make sure that we hear that it's not A-L, it's A-I-L. So good job. You paused for a second, but I liked it. You remembered.
Whenever I hear like trail,
Mm-hmm.
we have a trail in my house, and I like heard the word trail, I always think like that. I know that A and L and a B together, but I always think that like A is like trying to keep up with L,
Mm-hmm.
and like she's trying. Like I guess like I always think that L is like a cool one, but the A is like trying to like hang out with him and like be like the cool one, so people like think Exumi is cool too, because there's an T-R-A-I-L,
Mhm.
so the A is like behind. A is like one letter behind, so
Mhm.
I always think that like the A is trying to catch up.
Oh, I see what you're saying. And yeah, if A is next to L, it makes the all sound like ball, tall, fall. So, all, exactly. So that's why sometimes they like to go together, but not quite. All right, we're going to switch to AY now, okay? And remember, AY is going to be at the end of our words. AY. All right, your word is tray. Awesome. Will you sound that word out for me?
A.
Awesome. Tray. Good job. All right. Try clay.
They're basically almost the exact same words, as you're changing the two front letters.
Good. The beginning sound.
They
But tray and clay, do they rhyme?
Yes.
Good, because the end sound's going to be the same. Now try spray. Awesome. So, do you want some challenge words? Okay, you can erase that. So what I have next are 2-syllable words, but I picked a bunch of compound words because we've been practicing. So compound words we put together. So we'll break them apart word by word.
Like
Okay?
sunset.
Exactly. So our first one we're going to do is driveway. So let's do our first real quick. We got
Driveway.
good. So let's start with drive. Do you hear that A sound in drive? So we know AI or AY is not going to come. So let's sound out drive. I-V. Ooh, I think I might hear a mama in that word. Beautiful. So you got drive. Now we just have to do way. Let's sound out way. A. So are we going to use the AI or the AY though?
AY, because it's at the end of the word.
Bingo. Good job, girly. And guess what? You just spelled a 2-syllable word. Driveway, driveway. Awesome. All right, erase that. Clearly, you need a harder one. We're going to try daytime. Oh, if you need an eraser, there you go. Oh, you have one in your hand. Never mind. Daytime. So let's do it first, though. We got
Daytime.
good. So first word is day. Do we hear the AY or the EAI in there? We do. Oh, so we got D, A. Which one are we going to pick, though? Nice. So we got day,
And then
time. What do you got for time? I. Awesome. Now, am I just a liar or what? Why did I just tell you AY is always at the end, but this one's right in the middle?
Well, it's a compound word, so actually it you split it into like halves,
Mm-hmm.
and it actually is just 2 words put together, so it's like daytime basically. It's daytime, but it's just day, and that's at the end of the word.
Awesome. That was good. You gotta give me a high five for that, girlie.
If
That was awesome.
If compound words were the thing, then it wouldn't be AY.
Very good. Oh, that was impressive. All right, I'm gonna give you your hardest one yet, and it's our last one. Then we'll move on. It's prevail. And if you're gonna prevail, that means, well, that's not a compound word. This one's just a 2-syllable word now. Okay, if you're gonna prevail, that means like something's tough, but you're gonna keep going. You're gonna prevail. You're gonna be successful at the end.
Yeah.
So let's do it. Let's clap it though for syllables. We got prevail. Okay, so Let's tap that out. What do we hear? E. Ooh, okay. E. Good. Good fix. Just your hand, I promise. And then we have veil. V-ale. Is that 2 L's?
Yeah.
Ooh, well, I thought our pattern was either A-I or A-Y.
Right.
So we got to have one of those in there.
Oh, wait, no.
Good. I like the way that we're noticing. That's good. Awesome. Because if we look at just the word veil, V-A-L. So it would look really city if we did V-A-Y-L. Look how goofy that
Even
was.
look like a word.
Because it isn't. All right. So good job. Good catch there. I like that a lot. All right. We can put our dry erase to the side now. And now what I got are some words. And this should look familiar. We've done this before. We're going to sort of go through a couple of these different ones. Okay. And I have a pencil for you.
Yay. Is this the one from here?
Yes. But this is working on these sounds now, okay? And I'm going to put it like here so that they can see it. You might have to lean a little bit. I'm sorry. So we're going to tap these out and then we'll write them. We're not going to write them here just for time's sake, but I do want us to tap these out and then write them in our sound boxes, okay? So this word is, I'm sure you already know it.
A.
Good. But let's now see how there's 2 dots, which means there are 2 sounds. So this would be A. And then all together.
Ray.
Good. That's my dad's name, by the way. So now you can go ahead and write and then that, even though it's 2 letters, it's making that 1 sound. And then what over here is a ray. You can just circle it then. Ooh. It's tricky. Like a ray of sunshine. So that, have you ever heard of that before? Like someone might say, oh, you're a ray of sunshine.
yeah.
I'm going to have to start saying that to you in the morning then. Okay? Or like, yeah, sun ray.
I think my mom might have said it. She
Might have
calls
said
me
it.
sunshine.
Oh, then I bet that's come out of her mouth from time to time. So that's the sun for the sun ray. Okay? This one has 4 sound bites. So CH makes the ch, a, n. All together?
Chain.
Good. Go ahead and write it. Awesome. So even though it's 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 5 letters, it's really only 3 sounds because those go together.
Yeah.
And then circle the chain.
Because
Awesome.
when I was younger, I would do this, where I would like, sometimes I would have this in preschool, like easy words like can, or sometimes even like champ,
Yeah.
and I would do this. And I would make extra boxes.
Every box was just 1 letter.
Yeah.
See, look, we're smart. We know.
But then I changed it.
All right, so let's do our last one then. Our last one is 3 sound bites. So we have
Ooh,
all together.
play.
Good. So write them, and then you can circle play. All right. Yeah, you can circle play. Awesome. Good. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go through a couple different, we're going to skip this for now because I feel like we're good. We're here. We're going to do a couple of real words, and then we're going to do some nonsense words so that we really know that we know A-I or A-Y says A. Okay, so you can touch the dot and you can say them, and you can kind of go at your pace.
Say. Rain. Stay. Stale.
Close. You don't see an L, so N.
Stain.
Good. Good fix.
Tail. Lay. Way. Pow.
Oops, let's go back. It doesn't say A. It says A. So
Tail.
good.
K. J. Fail.
Good.
Green.
Awesome. Okay, so these are gonna be nonsense words, which means they're made up words, they're not real. So it's okay if you say it and you're like, that's not a word. It's supposed to be that way. So what would that one be?
They prayed.
Good.
That is a real word.
Kind of. It's not spelled that way.
Gale.
Good.
Zay. Zale. Kale. Yale. Yane.
Good. Good fix.
Gain.
Oops, look again. A-Y. So not skein, no. Just
Skay.
good.
Crane.
Mm-hmm.
They. Skay.
Oops, careful. Look again. S-R. So S-R. Sray. Good.
Shane.
Awesome. And that's kind of hard to do sometimes because our brain likes to see real words, but that proves that you know that AI and AY make that. Which brings me to this. We're ready for it, okay? We are ready for our decodable, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to read through it, okay? What's going to happen is I'm going to be reading and I might just stop, okay? And if I stop, you pick up where I left off until we get to the end of the sentence, and I'll pick back up. And then if I stop, you pick up right where I left off. So you got to really have your brain on it, okay? So I'll start and then you go from there. On Sundays, Gail visits her
Brother at the farm. At his farm.
Good. So now I'll go, okay? Because that's the end of the sentence. Good job. Gail loves to go to
The farm because there is so much to do.
Awesome. She starts the day
In the garden, if
keep going, it's fine.
it did not rain, she sprays the plants with water.
Awesome. Then Gail
And her brother walk on the trail from garden to the pond. As they walk, Gail hunts for snails, shells,
oops, let's go back. Not snails, but just
snail shells.
good. All right, my turn. When she finds shells,
They walk
oops, careful.
out. She
Ooh,
takes,
close. That's a U, so
tucks
good.
them in her pocket.
She will paint them.
When she gets home.
You can go.
At the pond, her brother likes to catch,
Oops, careful. Two.
likes to fish
Good. He strings bait.
into his fishing pole and waits for a bite. While they wait, Gail plays in the mud and clay.
Awesome. You finish the rest then.
At the end of the day, they walk back up the trail to go home. As they walk, they see the sunset and the day fade away.
Awesome. Awesome. So, what I'm going to do now is we're going to preview some of these words together. You're going to read this all by yourself and you're going to answer the questions. Okay?
So
I feel like
read
we
it
did that
in
together. You're ready to do by yourself.
Read it in my head.
Yep, you can read it in your head. But let's do some of these words together first just so that we're ready for them when they come here. So,
Ray, rain, waits, trail,
good.
mail, may, they, it, is, she, got, a, for, the, on, to.
Awesome. Go ahead and read that story and answer those two questions by yourself, okay? I want you to try to stretch out that sentence too. Using a magic word because. And you can spell that because we got our little jam. Nice, good. All right, can you tell me your answer?
She waits because it is raining.
Awesome. Okay, we're gonna push this to the side for now because I just want to make sure I get these two things in quickly here. This I'm gonna send you back in just a second. You'll get to do this too, where we unscramble the words and put them in the right sentence order. Okay, but that can be like sort of an exit ticket for you by yourself. These two books, these are books where you're gonna see the AI sound, and then this one, the gray day, you'll see the AY. I want you to put these in your book bin so that you can read them when you're reading by yourself, and it's just one more way to practice that AI says.
A.
Good. And AY also says.
A.
Awesome. Okay, so these two books, they can go with you, all right? And then we'll have you finish this up then, okay?
So do I go put these in my book?
You bet you do.